Hello everyone and welcome to this new episode of French Class Teacher Podcast for learning French straightforward. Today we are stepping into the last episode of the present tense and one of the most unpredictable and fascinating corners of French grammar, the third group of verbs in present tense. You know, if the first and second groups are like well-behaved students who always follow the rules, the third group is the creative kid in the back of the class. The one who rewrites the rule, changes the pattern, and keep your guessing. And honestly, that's what makes them so interesting. So what exactly is this third group? Well, it is simple and not simple at all. The third group verbs are all the verbs that don't belong to the first or second group. That's why this group contains such a wide mixed conjugation. First, I'm going to give you examples of verbs that belong to the third group. These are very commonly used verbs. Then we will learn conjugation of common ones orally, so open your ears. You will find them written in the exercise sheet. And finally, I will give you a great tip for learning them very easily. So, which are they? Most IR verbs ending that don't behave like second group verbs. Example, partir, to leave, dormir, to sleep, sortir, to go out. All the verbs ending in oir, O-I-R, like vouloir, to want, pouvoir, can, to be able to, voir, to see, savoir, to know. Many RE verbs ending, including some incredible common ones like faire, to do, to make, dire, to say, prendre, to take, croire, to believe, connaître, to know. And of course, the big stars, être, to be, avoir, to have, aller, to go. Now here is the twist. All these verbs share one thing. They are irregular. Their stems change, their endings shift, and they certainly don't follow the clean, predictable patterns of ER or second group IR verbs. But don't let that scare you. Irregular verbs are the verbs of real life. You will use them every day, in every conversation, in every story you want to tell. And once you start recognizing them, their rhythms and patterns, they become much less intimidating. I will tell you the conjugation of most common one. We go step by step, is a necessary attitude, otherwise it will be overwhelming and you will not memorize. All the conjugation of the verbs that we study here will be in your podcast sheet. So let's study now and focus on the pronunciation. First, verb faire, to do, to make. So this one matters because you will use faire all the time for activities, weather, hobbies, etc. So the conjugation is like this. Je fais. Tu fais. Il, elle fait. Nous faisons. Vous faites. Ils, elles font. Exemple, je fais du sport le matin. I exercise in the morning. Now, aller, to go. Aller is an essential for movement and for the immediate future, going to. So the conjugation, je vais, tu vas, il, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils, elles vont. Exemple, nous allons au travail. We are going to work. Now, venir, to come. used constantly for movement and for to come from, venir de. Example, enfin the conjugation, sorry. Je viens, tu viens, il, elle vient, nous venons, vous venez, ils, elles viennent. Example, ils viennent ce soir. They are coming tonight. Now let's study voir, to see. Super useful in conversation for plans and opinion. Conjugation, je vois, tu vois, il, elle voit, nous voyons, vous voyez, il, elle voit. Exemple, je vois mes amis ce week-end. I see my friends this weekend. Now, prendre, to take. Essential for food, transportation, decisions. Conjugation, je prends, tu prends, il, elle prend, nous prenons, vous prenez, ils, elles prennent. An example of sentence, tu prends le bus? Are you taking the bus? Now vouloir, to want. For polite requests, desires, plans. Super common verb. Conjugation, je veux, tu veux, il, elle veut, nous voulons, vous voulez, ils, elles veulent. Exemple, je veux apprendre le français. Je veux apprendre le français. I want to learn French. A very useful tip for you now. And with this one, you don't have to learn all the verbs of third group. So, even if these verbs are irregular, they still form families. Example, venir, to come, and tenir, to hold, share a pattern. Prendre, to take, and its compound, like apprendre, to learn, comprendre, to understand, follow the same structure. Voir, to see, and to see again, revoir, work the same way. Vouloir, to want, and pouvoir, to can or to be able to, resemble each other in parts of the conjugation. Once you recognize these families, everything becomes easier. And that's it for today. You've just learned how to use 6 of the most important third group verbs in the present tense. Verbs you will hear everywhere in everyday French. It's time to practice now, dear. Find the verbs we studied in the exercise sheet and do the exercises. You will clear and understand everything. Thanks for listening and à très bientôt.